Number devastating. It made you question your entire relationship. I was trying on my dream wedding dress when the your fiancé was just here last week with another bride. Adobe stopped. The room started spinning. I whispered, still standing in that $3,000 dress that suddenly felt like a costume. She showed me the appointment book. There it was, Pert Jake's name, scheduled with the same day he told me he was working late. I drove to his apartment in my wedding dress, shaking, wound a size 4 bridesmaid dress hanging in his closet. I'm a size 8. When confronted, he broke down crying, confessing he'd been engaged to his college ex for 6 months. Fertly and didn't even know it. That night I called off our wedding, lost my deposit, my dignity, and what I thought was my soulmate. My friends were supportive, but I could see the pity in their eyes. My mom kept asking what I did wrong. For months I felt like damaged goods. Enster a date, couldn't trust, couldn't even look at wedding posts on social media without feeling nauseous. I started therapy thinking something was fundamentally wrong with me. You weren't chosen because you weren't enough. I began focusing on myself differently. Zemmel, that photography business I'd been putting off for Jake's timeline. Rav, a solo trip to Iceland without feeling sorry for myself. 6 months later, while shooting a wedding, yes, I became a wedding photographer. The bride's brother asked for my number. I almost said no, still carrying that fear, but something about David felt different. He was transparent about everything. Perry showed me his texts, introduced me to his family immediately, never had mysterious late nights. When I finally told him my story, he said, month David proposed at that same Icelandic waterfall I'd visited alone. But here's the twist that still gives me chills. Pert, when we went to book our venue, the coordinator mentioned she'd had to deal with a nightmare situation the year before. A groom who was double booked with 2 brides. The whole thing imploded when both women showed up to the same venue. It was Jake and Emma Ferntley. There was a third woman neither of us knew about. David, look, dodge a bullet. You dodged a nuclear bomb, and I can spot authentic love from a mile away. What I thought was my biggest heartbreak was actually my biggest rescue. Trust me, when someone shows you who they are through deception, believe them the first time. And when someone shows you real love, it feels nothing like the counterfeit version you settled for before. My wedding is in 8 weeks. Sand dream dress, different man, completely different energy. Sometimes the worst thing that happens to you is actually the best thing that never happened to you. The universe doesn't make mistakes, parent, it makes corrections. Word count.